So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now Brady. On the screen, Bernard. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own 30.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Packers 3.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And able to find Alan Lazard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Another Packers 1st down.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Able to find Lazard. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Jones with a nice gain there on 1st down as he takes his forward and call it a pickup of 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating when we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll begin here with Bernard. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Brady on the bootleg. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Now, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It was JPP that time, Jason Pierre-Paul, who got in there to blow that play up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Jones. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Buccaneers 7.
Tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach, when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad, but let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Clark in on the stop.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 31, Brady. And that is incomplete here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
It's caught. Jones.
Brady's pass.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1 yard.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a carry for Bernard. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Bernard, the ball.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Brady going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll go for it. It's Brady. He's got Evans. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
1st down, Buccaneers.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. They'll set up the screen to Vaughn. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now Leonard Fournette. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second and goal from the 1. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Packers pick it up. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st and 10.
On first down, Jones. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We got an excellent first half from the former MVP, Mr. Aaron Rodgers. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we can put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series. Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Fournette running out of the gun. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Brady. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Brady to throw again. That's caught. It's Keyshawn Vaughn. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now on 4th down, Ryan Succop now for the Buccaneer field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
Buccaneers 10.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10. At their own 20.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get over it.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Second and 11 now. Here's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 28-yard line.
Throwing now is Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
The ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Play action. Now it's Brady. And his throw is incomplete. The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target. Third down here.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And now they are in prime position, 1st and goal after the interception and return. They'll look to make it pay off for 6 points. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan there to make the grab. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Now Crosby for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. They got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Here's 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over first and 10.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
A 10-yard
Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Irvin. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side, you know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Rodgers throwing on 3rd and long. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Back now at Lambeau as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Hey, man, let's play our game.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now Fournette. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down Tampa's Brady hooks up with Howard.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Brady now on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Brady. And Rudolph has it left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now Bernard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Second and 11 at the 41.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Brady now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores,
First down.
and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Throwing on first down is Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
But that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Flush to his right. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Alabama, 380. Check. 58. Hey, 56.
On first down, Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Fournette. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. On the screen, Bernard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Fournette on the toss to the right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a 1-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Rodgers.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here's Brady and the Bucs. Down 20-17, 2:18 on the clock. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now a play fake. Brady. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brady to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Back to throw, Brady. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer 1st.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as the understand where they are on the field?
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end.
Brady's pass.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Tampa Bay.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So the focus shifts back to the Packers offense. Trailing by 4, 44 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to Lazard. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
Defense. Oh, no. That's the reason we ball.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Rodgers to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.